Hey everybody. For those of you who aren't familiar with this series, this is where I take a game that I'm currently playing and tell you in 10 minutes or less why it's awesome. And this is a video that I've been wanting to make for the past couple of years now, but have had kind of a love-hate relationship with the game in question, that being Dirty Bomb. This is a game I've been playing since it was initially released on Steam way back in 2015. And I've always seen a great deal of promise in the premise of this game. That being an objective-based, team-based first-person shooter based on various unique characters with special abilities associated with them. And while the concept of the hero shooter has certainly been what I would consider overdone in recent years in a variety of different games, Dirty Bomb to me has always represented, at least potentially, the best incarnation of this concept. The problem with Dirty Bomb until fairly recently was that it lacked several what I would consider essential features, such as a party system for casual matchmaking, or the ability to backfill competitive matches when players rage quit or are unexpectedly disconnected in the middle of a match, and a variety of technical issues regarding core gameplay mechanics, netcode, hit registration, and other concerns. And while this is still certainly not a perfect game, it has made great strides, in particular within the past several months, to really address head on a lot of the issues that, in my opinion, were holding it back. So, with the latest season of ranked play about to start, a couple of new mercenaries having recently been added to the game, and a few new maps and map variations having been introduced into the mix, it seems to me like this is as good a time as any for someone to jump into the game and see what it has to offer in its current form. Perhaps the best compliment that I can pay to Dirty Bomb is to say that it's a game that I enjoy playing equally regardless of whether I'm winning or losing. Now, winning is certainly better, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I don't get a little salty whenever my team comes up on the losing end of things. But even in those cases, I almost always find something positive to take away from the experience, whether it's discovering a new potential strategy due to having to adapt my tactics in an effort to win the match, or simply feeling a sense of satisfaction at having participated in a hotly contested skirmish. Another thing that I really have to give to Dirty Bomb is the fact that it's one of the very few free-to-play games out there that I've experienced that has absolutely no pay-to-win component to it. While there is a sort of progression system to the game that comes in the form of loadout cards that can be attached to a particular character that confer unique weapon sets, perks, and loadouts on said mercenaries, the mechanical impact of said loadout cards is actually fairly negligible. For example, the footage that you're seeing here is being played with the default loadout card for the mercenary being played. And while the loadout cards do certainly provide minor boosts and enhancements to the various characters in the game, they're certainly not essential and pale in comparison to map and merc knowledge and general FPS acumen. Of course, just because I love this game and think that it's awesome doesn't mean that it'll be the right game for everyone. And there is certainly a wide variety of other competitive first-person shooters out there to choose from if Dirty Bomb isn't your particular cup of tea. But as I said before, given all the progress that the game has made over the past few years, I think it would be a real shame to disregard or overlook it without giving it a fair chance based on its current state. If you're a fan of team-based first-person shooters with objectives and interesting mechanical wrinkles, then I think Dirty Bomb is a pretty safe bet, and is certainly a game that I'd personally recommend. Having said all that, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, be sure to hit subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Wonder what's on it. Nice work, chaps.